Hi, this is Josh Marshall from TPM Media. It's Tuesday, December 4th, 2007, and we're here to announce our end-of-the-year reader-nominated scandal contest, the Golden Dukes. Now, the first question you probably have is, why is it called the Golden Dukes? Well, it's in honor of former Congressman and now federal inmate Rep. Randy Duke Cunningham, who, of course, went down in a mega scandal back in 2005. There's been a lot of muck and scandal in the last 2 years, but for our money, Duke Cunningham really remains the iconic modern political scandal. You got bribery, you got sex, you got national security, and just cartoonish ridiculousness writ large. So to honor him, we're launching now the first annual Golden Duke Awards. And to start out, we're going to be giving out awards in 6 different categories, and we've chosen these 6 to capture the various kinds of scandal and outrageous behavior that we'll be honoring this year. So category 1, Best Testimonial Train Wreck. You know, there's been a lot of congressional testimony this year where various administration officials have gone up to Capitol Hill and said they don't remember, apologized, given various outrageous excuses, and some of them were just such train wrecks, such total meltdowns, that we're giving out one award for, again, the best testimonial train wreck. Now the key is, it's got to be one person, so it can't be all the testimony for the U.S. Attorney scandal. It's got to be one person, and with after that, it can be for one answer, it can be for a series of answers, it can be for even one person testifying on several different occasions. Now, we've covered a lot of these hearings on TPMtv, so you go to the TPMtv accounts on YouTube at either the Veracifier account or TPMtv account. You can kind of refresh your memory of all sorts of meltdowns that happened up on Capitol Hill for your nominating pleasure. 2, Outstanding Achievement for Improbable Forgetfulness. Well, this is pretty straightforward. You know, the go-to answer for everybody who's in the midst of a big scandal is, I don't remember. But people come at it with different, different flavors, different spins on it or something like that. So we're giving out one award for the best example of improbable forgetfulness. Now, number 3, Outstanding Achievement in Corruption-Based Chutzpah. Now, this is kind of general category. We're looking for the boldest, the nerviest, the most outrageous statement or act for someone involved in a major corruption scandal. All right, next up, number 4, Best Scandal Local Venue. You know, a lot of big media figures think that scandals only happen in New York or DC. Well, not true. There's a lot of really outrageous scandals that just happen in some small media market or something like that. So we're having one award to honor the best scandal in a local market. That's number 4. Now, number 5, Best Scandal for Sex or Generalized Carnality. You know, a lot of scandals have to do with bribery or trying to destroy the Constitution or stuff like that. But there's a lot of scandals that don't necessarily get quite the billing they should because they're involved with sex or affairs or going to prostitutes or trying to get sex in a public men's room or something like that. So here we have the best scandal, sex or carnality related. That's number 5. Now, number 6, the final award, Best Scandal General Interest. You know, when you watch the Oscars or something like that, everybody's waiting till the end of the evening for Best Picture, because that's really the big award of the whole evening. And for the Golden Dukes, that's going to be the Best Scandal General Interest. So that covers everything from trying to destroy the Constitution to someone like Senator Stevens taking a lot of bribes to give out earmarks, stuff like that. Larry Craig, even though he could also be eligible in Best Scandal for Sex or Carnality, he could also make it on General Interest. There's no saying that sex can't also be the best scandal general interest. It's really up to you in making the nominations. So across the board, you could even say like Lisa Murkowski with her half-price vacation home. The sky's the limit, and it's up to you to nominate who's responsible for the best scandal of 2007. There's a lot to pick for, but I'm confident that you can come through. Now, a couple important rules. The deadline for nominations is December 14th, and here's how this is going to work. You, the TPM readership, look at the categories, and you can see them right here again. Look at the categories. If you find out you want to make a nomination, you can make as many nominations as you want. The nomination has to be for a person, a specific person. So even though some scandals have various people involved, it has to be a specific individual in the context of a scandal. Next, with your nomination, you need to write a short description or argument for your nomination. Person X deserves to win the award because so on and so forth. And that description has to be less than 250 words. So, has to be an individual person. We have to receive it by December 14th, and it has to be no more than 250 words. Now, in a couple cases, especially testimonial meltdown, it's clear you need video for this too to describe what you're nominating. So go back, look at our videos on TPMtv, and pretty much everything that you would want to nominate is there. So when you nominate someone for that award, like someone like Bradley Schlossman, for example, which is, I think he has the inside track personally, you're going to want to also submit a video. It can be one of ours. You could also make up one of your own, but it's easy enough just to include one of our videos to give an example to the judges of what you're nominating. Now, we're going to announce the nominees, the finalists, on December 18th of this year, and then we're going to actually announce the winners on December 31st. Now, we also have got this extremely prestigious panel of judges. I'm going to quickly run through who they are. Susie Bright, noted author, sexologist, etc. John Dean, former White House counsel for President Nixon, sort of a muckster turned muckraker. Hendrik Hertzberg, writer for the New Yorker magazine. Matthew Iglesias, famous blogger of the younger generation. And finally, Dahlia Lithwick, who's the legal affairs writer for Slate.com. Now that's it, that's the contest. We'll be handing out the awards for the Golden Dukes on December 31st of this year. You nominate the nominees, and if we choose your nomination, you will win Golden Duke mugs, which are special limited edition. It's a very big deal. We'll have other prizes too. And of course, the people who actually win the awards will get prizes as well, and we'll send them to them, but whether they're going to keep them or not is unclear, frankly. In any case, that's the contest. Get your nominations in. I'm Josh Marshall for TPM Media, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.